All right, so welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. Today, we're going to be looking into a story that kind of really got me thinking about, our time and our impact.
Okay, yeah.
It's about a man called Sa'ad ibn Mu'ad. He's a pretty prominent figure in early Islam. We're working with this, translated excerpt about his life and his death, which, well, let's just say it caused kind of a major reaction, even in the heavens, apparently.
Oh, wow. That's an interesting way to put it. So we've got this account, and it really does describe this remarkable reaction to his death.
Yeah.
It even says that, Angel Gabriel went to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him,
Right.
to ask about what was going on because there was such a commotion up in the heavens.
Yeah, I have to admit, when I first came across this, I thought, okay, what's the big deal here? What's so special about this guy? I mean, he converted to Islam at, like, age 30,
Mm-hmm.
and then he passed away at 36. So that's a relatively short life,
Yeah.
and even shorter time as a Muslim.
Yeah, just 6 years. But, I think that's kind of what makes the story so interesting. It's like,
Yeah.
the excerpt says that the heavens opened up for him and that God's throne shook and that 70,000 angels, like angels who had never even come down to earth before,
Wow.
were at his funeral.
That's something else.
Yeah, you don't get that kind of send off every day.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
So, okay, so what was it about him? What was it about Sad that caused this kind of a reaction? I mean, what could he have possibly done in those 6 years?
Right. That's the big question, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
unfortunately, the excerpt that we have, it really just focuses more on this, the reaction, the heavenly reaction,
Right.
more so than on his actual life. But it does mention that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, rushed to his side when he was sick.
Really?
Yeah, like he was worried that the angels would perform the funeral rites before the Muslim community even had a chance. Like,
Yeah.
imagine that scene.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it really shows you, like, how important that moment was.
Yeah. You can really feel the urgency and the significance of it all. It sounds like the prophet recognized something truly special in him.
Oh, absolutely. And the excerpt goes on. It says that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, also said that he believed that Sa'ad would have been spared the trials of the grave if anyone could be.
Wow.
So, I mean, that statement in itself, that speaks volumes
Yeah.
about his character.
It really makes you think.
Yeah.
It really makes you wonder what kind of a person leaves that kind of legacy.
Yeah.
I mean, if we could, like, bottle up whatever he had
Right.
and share it with the world.
I know. Like, what was it? This story just, it really pushes us to think about faith, and about the real impact of our actions, even if we don't have a lot of time. I mean, clearly his life wasn't about quantity.
Right.
It was about quality. It was about how he chose to live those 6 years and
Yeah.
how his actions just resonated on earth and apparently in the heavens, too.
Yeah. It's a powerful reminder that we all have this potential to make a real difference. And, maybe it's not even about achieving some, huge far off goal. Maybe it's about, like, making the most of every single day, making every action count. What do you think?
I think that's a really beautiful takeaway, actually. I mean, Sa'ad bin Mu'ad's story, it may be short, but it really leaves us with this big question. Like, if someone who was only a Muslim for 6 years could have this kind of impact,
Yeah.
what does that tell us about what we can do, Regardless of our situation or how much time we have, it makes you think about how you want to be remembered and what kind of legacy you're building. And it makes you wonder what impact our actions have, not just on the people around us,
Right.
but maybe even, beyond this world.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, thank you for joining us on this deep dive. I hope you found it as thought-provoking as we did. Until next time.
See you next time.